I do wonder because I started later and I wish I did this when my kids were in 3rd grade. Now they're in 7th and I have, I mean, I bought him the Xbox. I got the $200 sneakers for school. I didn't want to. It killed me to do that, but like they needed sneakers for school. And before that, I had taken them Champs, this store, that store, this mall. No, 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 no to DSW. No. I started to lose my mind. They literally broke me down. It was like I was waterboarded into buying these $250 shoes, honestly. But I did it because they needed shoes, or they would not have shoes to wear to school. They would be like in Crocs. I don't know what they would be wearing socks to school. So, I wonder, have I failed them by setting the bar too high by buying them these things to date? Because I have, because they haven't, been buying stuff for themselves.
So you definitely are not, you have not failed them. That's for sure. You are on a different path now. And this
Yeah.
is a wonderful thing. I will share with you what we talked about last week, actually, with my friend Robbie on this very same podcast. I said, when Grace wanted same thing, she wanted
Yeah.
$150 sneakers or whatever the case was. We were at Nike Town and we were looking at the sneakers, and this was the baseline sneaker was X dollars.
Right.
I think it was $100. It's like, okay, I want you to at least fit in. I want you to not everyone to
Right.
point at your shoes. Like, that's more than I was expecting to pay. But okay, if this is the norm, but she wanted an
Right.
upsell. She wanted a premium. So
Got it.
she paid the overage. She paid the difference between the baseline
Right.
and the ridiculousness. And she was very happy. She loved them and it was worth it to her, the extra $30 or so that
Right.
she paid out of
And I
her
think
pocket.
I'll do that moving forward. But right now, Cole's prancing around in his Yeezys, which is not happening again. It's not.
Yeah. Or Nora, what I do
Good.
also is Cassidy would love $600 shoes for school, this year.
Right.
And I'm like, well, that's more than your whole budget. So how about we do $200 on shoes? You can get 2 pairs of Converse, you can get 3 pairs of Vans.
Right.
What can we do within that $200 range? And I think she wants a pair that's 150. And I'm like, okay, well, that's it. Like you get 1 pair then,
Right.
it's
Exactly.
really, then I'm not paying any overages or anything like, or, you're not paying overages. I'm just giving you $200 is the max I will spend on shoes.
Hmm.
Figure it out,
Right.
and we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what she does.
All right. So, Nora, that's a good transition to the last question, which is what advice would you pass on to other parents who are thinking about starting on this journey that
Yeah.
you
I
just
think
did?
it's one of the main things that you need to do with your kids for sure. And I just wish I'd done this sooner. I think elementary school, like you said, you started your kids in 3rd grade. That really would have been ideal. It would save me years of spending hundreds, which has become thousands, on nonsense that is meaningless. That, it's exactly like my home goods example, toss everything into a cart. I've got to buy it. It doesn't mean anything to the person I'm getting it for. They don't know how much that costs or where it's coming from, what to prioritize. Like this really taught them how to know what they're getting, and I think even by saying, Dad and I are the bankers, your money is coming from here. You see that we work really hard for this money that we're giving you to teach you about money. This isn't, and I love the scarcity, I'm like, this is not growing on trees. Brooke goes, well, paper, it's made of paper, so it actually does grow on trees. I'm like, no, Brooke, it really doesn't. Like it's earned, it comes out, it goes to this, it goes to paying for the house, it pays for taxes, it pays for the mortgage. And even doing this was a good opening for Craig to teach them about the 401k, with the invest bucket. He goes, we have this 401k. He goes,
Perfect.
I have out of my paycheck. He's like, right now I'm putting so much money out of my paycheck that I never even see that money that's going right into this 401k to make money for itself. Like, so we have to spend a little less on XYZ because that money is going into a place to make us more money down the line.
That's what it's about. It's about relating
Right.
your experience. So I hope that you said, look, this is my
Yeah.
investment bucket and this is my savings bucket.
Yeah,
This
and it
is
was
my
great
spend
for them
bucket.
to hear from their father, who they see sitting there locked away in an office all day. Well, what's he doing in there? He's working hard to make money to
Right.
put in his little buckets. That's what he's doing. Yeah, so I think
Excellent.
it's so great. Yeah, I
Well,
wish you
thank you,
guys so
Nora.
much luck. And, I'm telling people about it. I'm sending out, the links. My friends want to know, like, how, my friend that day saw her daughter with the Lululemon bag. She's like, you need to tell me, like, what I need to do because we need help.